friends, I welcome you all to my channel, The Opinion Platform. All of us know that India is under General Assembly election. General Assembly election of 2024 was being said to be very excited, where the largest number of people were expected to participate in the electoral process. But after the conclusion of the first phase and second phase election, the data has come out that people are not quite excited about going to the booths and cast vote to either their supporting party or opposing party, which has been the trend in the past. Well, the central India, which is Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, all these states have contributed largely to the huge victory of BJP and in the making of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. These states show, the recent data shows that people have withdrawn themselves from participating in the electoral process. Well, this has happened under the wake of the frustration, disillusionment which media people from different corners are calculating. And to speak on this issue, what can be the probable reasons? And despite this, one thing is very much clear, that manifesto has come in the debate. Whatever the percentage of vote, whatever the turnout is being seen, it is said that it is a political vote and which cares for the manifesto, the agenda of the Congress. In 2014 and 2019, BJP used to contest election, at least they promised that they will fulfill the agenda and they used to speak on that. But it seems that 2024 election is not happening around the manifesto of the BJP like 2014 and 2019, but on the agenda of Congress, which is being said as the first victory for the Congress party and its politics. To speak on all these issues, we have with us the political analyst who teaches political science at Galgotia University and who is a very senior political analyst. He keeps close eyes on the elections of the country as well as abroad. Will give his suggestions and opinions, what he thinks about it. Chandra Sen, I welcome you on my channel, The Opinion Platform.
Thank you, Dharmaraj.
My first question to you would be, what are the reasons that electorates, the voters, are not being are not feeling excited to go to the booths and vote for any party, either the party they support or oppose?
Thank you, Dharmaraj, for inviting me at your platform. This is very interesting election, while the main opposition party, Congress, and the alliances, which is known as India alliances or India alliances, they have been continuously targeting the ruling party BJP and Prime Minister Modi, that they are going to change Indian constitution, they are going to attack the democratic setup of these countries. So the first thing which they are successfully, I guess they have been very much successful in that, where they have been convincing the electorate that if Modi comes as a third term, there is a threat to Indian constitution. So that's one prime issue which has been a problem for the ruling party, because Prime Minister Modi, his style of politics has been, which we have been noticing from 2014 onwards, that he is at the front of attacking mode always. Now, first time in after one decade, he seems defensive in his argument, in his speeches, and the first time which I have been noticing, and other people of this country, they have been noticing, that first time he is forced to reply the questions raised by opposition. So this is a change in Indian politics, at least for one decade, and the reason is the manifesto of Indian National Congress. So we will be discussing in detail what are the issues in the manifesto which the Congress has come up with that. But this is a sign where we can see that now Modi and the BJP is at least in the first two phases in a defensive position where they have been replying and they have been attacking the manifesto of Indian National Congress.
You mean to say that the Prime Minister, who is known to be very rough when it comes to fighting and contest elections, when it comes to destroying the opposition parties and their arguments and their entire history, that Prime Minister is on the defensive mode. You see the defense of the Prime Minister Modi as a kind of defeat, of the first defeat of the Modi. Whether Modi will be defeated after the election finally or not, but morally Prime Minister feels defeated. Is this what you are going to say?
If we see that the kind of slogan and chest thumping in the beginning of 2014 where Modi says that 56 inch chhati, which is known as the masculine leadership, strong leadership is needed. If we go to 2019 election where he says that there is a national security threat, if the leader like me, a strong leader and a strong party like BJP, they come into power, then they will definitely secure this nation's security. So in that sense, we have been seeing that how the BJP and the Modi and the media, I would say the media, they have been projecting Modi as a strong leader. So in that sense, that is the one decade history of Prime Minister Modi. But I would say that first time he is forced, and there are reasons. There are reasons because if you see the election manifesto of both Congress and BJP, we will find a huge gap in both the manifestos, where the manifesto of Congress is basically focusing on the issues of the common masses. Whatever the issues Prime Minister Modi has been raising in 2014 when he was attacking Congress, like the issues of corruption, like the issues of employment, like the issues of price rises, the issues of petrol and diesel, the issues of government job for the youth. So all these issues were raised at that time and the Congress was defensive. After one decade, the issues are the same. The issues were not resolved. So these are the obvious reasons why Modi has been beating Bush around, saying that this election is not the election of Indian National Congress, it is the election of Indian Muslim League, where they are going to hand over the resources of this country to Muslim and minorities. So all these issues and the Mangal Sutra and all these issues, he is coming because he is unable to reply the questions of this country. He has been unable to address the issues which this country has been facing for last one decade. So in that sense, I would say that first time the opposition and particularly Rahul Gandhi, they have been pressurizing and have put on some pressure on Prime Minister Narendra Modi to listen the opposition.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi is known to propagate, spread BJP's manifesto, BJP's agenda in 2014 and 2019 elections. But 2024 election campaigns started with the image maligning of the Congress and the Congress manifesto. I think that was the trap in which Prime Minister Modi came in easily by calling Congress manifesto a manifesto of Muslim League and manifesto of Muslims, where all resources will be given if India Alliance win to the Muslims. What do you think? What are the main reasons that Congress manifesto is heavily under attack by the Prime Minister?
Tell me why a Hindu code bill proposed by Dr. Ambedkar has been attacked in the beginning in this country, why Mandal Commission has been attacked in this country, why SC/ST Act has been attacked and there was the whole moment of 2nd April, why Rohit Vemla and the Payal Tadvi has been killed by the Brahminical system of this society. So these issues has been addressed rightfully in the manifesto of Congress. If you try to understand and read the manifesto of Congress, they are talking about the Rohit Vemla Act. They are going to talk about the reservation in private sectors. They are going to scrap the 50% reservation cap. They are going to give 50% reservation to Indian women. So in that sense, these issues are the issues of not today. These issues are the issues of marginalized section of this country. These issues of are very much close to the SC, ST and OBC section of this country, which is majority, which is Bahujan in this country. So the people who have been have captured all the resources, people who have captured all the institutions of this country, people who have not entered these sections into the university systems, people who have not given them the good ministries like the finance ministries, the defense ministries, only limited to social justice ministries. They have this kind of fear. They have this kind of, I would say, this is upper caste anxiety, where the whole media, whole intellectual community which comes from upper caste, which has been seeing if this manifesto comes in reality, then there is going a massive change in Indian society. There is going a rupture in the society. So these sections, which has been systematically put behind by the ruling elite, social elite of the society, they are basically very much in fear. So it's not only BJP which is attacking. It's if you go to analyze the media which has been captured by the Brahmin Banya community and the whole editorial team, whole spokespersons, they come from a different background, and they don't want to listen about the democratization of society, whether in terms of democratization in terms of resources, democratization in institutions. They never liked it, whether it was earlier the Congress government, whether the BJP government. They did not allow whatever the constitutional provisions have been given by Dr. Ambedkar. So we should see this manifesto in that line. So my submission is that this manifesto is not just manifesto of Congress. This manifesto is the manifesto of the common masses, the more Nivasi of this country. That's why the upper section of the society, they are very much afraid and anxious and tarnishing, saying whatever they wish to say, whatever is coming in their mind, they are just saying.
You are saying that the Congress manifesto is the manifesto of the common masses of this country, and especially this manifesto caters to the need of the marginalized sections, SC, ST, OBC, minority oriented manifesto. Prime Minister himself declares himself the member of the OBC community. Why would he be so much attacking against such manifesto, if it is at all so?
It's very interesting. We need to understand the politics of BJP. BJP, which is now under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, who claims himself as the Prime Minister, comes from OBC background. Sometimes he says, I come from ABC even background. So let's go and analyze the history of BJP in itself. BJP, if BJP represent OBC, then why did they attack Mandal Commission? Why there was so much frenzy when the Mandal Commission came into being? If Modi comes from OBC background, then why there is no professor from OBC community in this country? Why there is a lack of OBC community in all the positions, whether in media, whether in secretaries, whether in judiciary? Tell me how many OBC judges are there in Supreme Court and High Court of this country. If Prime Minister claims himself that he come from OBC community, then he should do one thing. The first day, that he should scrap the 50% cap of this country. OBC has been given 27%. This is injustice to OBC. OBC constitute more than 40%, which Mandal Commission says. So if they are of 50%, they should be given 50% reservation in this country, and they are given only 27%. What Modi ji as a OBC Prime Minister, what he has been doing for 1 decade, for whom he is waiting that someone come and he will do justice for OBC. He should come and say that okay, we'll do each and everything what Mandal Commission says. Only reservation part which is not fully implemented. There are many provisions in Mandal Commission which yet to be addressed by this ruling class of this country. So there is no ideological commitment, social commitment from Prime Minister Modi. He just claimed himself that he comes OBC because he wants to get the vote from OBC community. So that's it.
See, Congress manifesto, as you have yourself said while speaking, praising in fact, not just speaking about it, that Congress manifesto is going to bring rupture in the society. It's going to, the Congress manifesto actually shows a projection of the massive rupture in the society, massive change in the society. Do you truly believe that if Congress even comes close to the power, whether it wins the election of 2024 or not, will it truly stand by their own manifesto?
So that's the one point which is very important in Indian politics or the global politics, that whatever the manifesto says, whatever the leaders when the elections come, they promises, the masses of that country, they should understand that whether they are going to deliver it in true spirit or not. We have been seeing that whether the Congress, whether the BJP or other regional party, whenever they were in the opposition, they projected himself or their party as true revolutionary, true opposition. But when they find the chance to come into the powers of the nation, they have not done these issues. So that's one point. This is equally applicable to everyone. So that's one point. Second point is that, of course, whatever Rahul Gandhi is saying that he is going to address the issue of marginalized section. He says that it is not an issue for me like doing politics. It is not a political agenda for me. It's a mission. It's a mission for life for me. So this issue has been there. He is constantly saying that if we come into the power, we will do first thing in the first 100 days, that caste census, we will conduct caste census. So these promises the Congress has been doing. So of course there are lots of questions that whether they will be doing all these things or not. But at least I would say that this has not come in one day where we would say that the Congress manifesto is quite different from their previous manifesto. I would like to say that there has been a pressure from the marginalized section. There has been a pressure from the leadership as well, that they have forced to make Malika Kharge ji as the national president. He comes from the marginalized section, Dalit community. So that is also one pressure where this kind of manifesto we have been witnessing. So that's one thing, that the leadership should be there where they can put forth their issues. But of course, if we see the current leadership of Congress party, where we can see the Congress president of Jharkhand, the Congress president of Bihar, the Congress president of UP, they comes from upper caste background. If Congress is so serious about giving representation from the marginalized society, why can't they choose someone from this section, SC, ST, OBC, from as the president of their party? Party is across the state,
in the various states.
So that is inconsistency where we can find. But of course, the people of this country, they believe in the leadership. They have believed the Congress for 55 years. They have believed Prime Minister Modi. So now there is a change in the mood, that they want a kind of change in the political system. So the whole mood of nation is shifting from BJP to Congress.
One question, you are saying that the coming of the Mallikarjun Kharge also is under the pressure from the marginalized communities. It could also be because of the pressure of the consistent defeat of the Congress in various elections. Let us recall the recent concluded 5 states assembly elections. In 5 states assembly elections, Congress very confidently was speaking about old pension scheme, which is one of the most charming, most attractive most clearly visible agenda in front of everybody, and all of us know that the system brings forth a major change in the election. But after the defeat of the defeat in the Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Congress this time in the national election, General Assembly election, they are not speaking much about old pension scheme. How should people believe that only the making of the revolutionary Congress manifesto Congress will deliver if it comes to power? Because old pension scheme agenda has been, it seems, has been sidelined. Old pension scheme is not in one of the 5 major guarantees which Rahul Gandhi and entire Congress are promising in front of the media and their election campaigns.
You are very right that the old pension scheme has been there in previous state elections, where Rahul Gandhi and the oppositions, they have been raising all these issues, and we should notice that this old pension scheme has been ascribed by BJP government, Atal Bihari Vajpayee government. They have ascribed this scheme. So they were in full attack to BJP that you have stopped this scheme, and once we come into the power, we will be implementing this scheme. So now there is a General Assembly election, there is manifesto out. Rahul Gandhi, in his speeches, he stopped talking about old pension scheme, which is not surprising for me, because if we see the politics of Rahul Gandhi, there is a lack of consistency, ideological consistency in Rahul Gandhi orientation, the politics and speeches. I don't know who has been the core group and the team of Rahul Gandhi who has been suggesting that in 2014 and 2019 election, we have seen that he was constantly talking about corruption issues, Chaukidar Chor hai, GST. So there was no such issues of caste census at that time. There was no issues of caste-based reservation for women, 50% reservation of women, democratization of institution in this country. But after 2019 defeat, they have changed the paradigm shift in the whole manifesto and the whole politics of Congress. So I would say that that's the problem there in Congress party, which is visible, very much visible there. But since lately they have realized that these issues are the real issues of this country. These issues address to the 90% population of this country. So they are talking about women, they are talking about SC, ST and OBCs, they are talking about saving our institutions, they are talking about the inclusion and democratization. So now I would say that this is a right path which not only the Congress, the other regional party, they should go, and from where they can attack, where they can criticize and bring the voters which has been befooled by ruling parties, and they can easily come to their real issues. So now the population and the marginalized section of the societies, they have been very much politicized nowadays in 21st century. We are not in 1950s, 60s and 70s where the late ABCs, OBCs, where they were just voters and spectators. Decisions were taken by someone else. Now, since Mandal Commission has been there, the rise of BSP and Bahujan Samaj Party, there was a rise of Kansi Ram. So regional parties, Karpuri Thakur formula. So now the lower section of the society, they have been very much politicized and aware of their issues, and they are demanding. So no political party can avoid those issues. No political party can bypass those issues. Now BJP is doing that. BJP is doing that because they don't have this commitment. They can choose one Dalit president, one tribal president for token representation. But if we see the representation of tribal and Dalit in media houses, in judiciary, in other institutions, they are nil, almost nil. So if they are neglecting these issues, they are going to pay the huge prices in this election.
Well, as far as your opinion about Congress manifesto is concerned, one thing is sure. It seems that earlier Prime Minister or entire opposition parties on their own used to get dragged on the pitch of the BJP and they used to lose election. But this is the first time in a decade after 2014 election that Prime Minister himself has been dragged on the pitch of the Congress due to the Congress manifesto. Now, since you have praised Congress manifesto, and you have also told the remarkable paradigm shift in making the manifesto reflecting the representation of the marginalized communities make Prime Minister worried. What does your experience as a political analyst, as a voter in India, as a person coming from Uttar Pradesh suggest? What do you think? Congress, the promises made by Congress, what has been the track record of Congress when it comes to fulfill their promises?
The track record is like whatever the Congress, let's say the Congress history, there are two sides of Congress.
I shall add one line. If the Congress wins, track record means I'm interested to know if truly Congress wins. If suppose people believe in the Congress, looking at the manifesto, in that sense, what has been the track record of following the promises?
The track record of following the promises, in a sense, if we go by analyze the UPA first and UPA second, so there has been pressure from the lower section of the society and intellectual communities that there must be some welfare policies for the marginalized society, because there has been globalization, there has been LPG where state has been weakening, so some effort should be done by the state where the poor section must be benefited. So that one pressure which Congress came into, and the Congress came with the scheme of Narega. So that is one point where I would say that that has been successfully implemented in this country, and the majority section of the society, they have been benefited. And number two, there was a whole pressure from the civil society group and marginalized section that there must be RTI in this country. That has been implemented in this country. There was a pressure from the farmer community that their loans must be the way off. So that has been implemented in that time. So that was the pressure because the Congress was in the alliances. I would say when Congress comes into the power or any other party, if they come into the alliances, different voices must be there, different pressure groups should be there, so that a leader cannot do some autocratic act. They should not feel so arrogant that they can do anything what the current regime has been doing. So I would say that this alliance, if they come, there are the alliances of regional parties. They have been putting their issues and agenda and the pressurizing Congress government that once we come into the power, we will definitely implement all these issues. We can go back to history and we can find that in Mandal Commission also was in alliance government. We can remember that the Bharat Ratna given to Dr. Ambedkar was in alliance government. So we must see that if alliance government comes under the leadership of Congress and Rahul Gandhi, I would say this alliance will definitely force Congress leadership to implement whatever the promises they have been doing during the election time. So that alliance and the pressure group of the society, they will force to implement all these agenda. That is important in the politics.
There has been no Dalit Prime Minister in this country till now. Do you think that the way Congress manifesto is prepared, the way the mood of the Rahul Gandhi reflects in different election campaigns and rallies, if Congress alliance, India alliance, secures a majority, do you think there is a little chance that Mallikarjun Kharge or any Dalit leader, strong Dalit leader either from Congress or from the alliance party, has a meager chance of becoming the first Dalit Prime Minister?
If we go and analyze the politics of BJP and Prime Minister Modi's style of doing politics, he at least in the form of token, he has been done something remarkable first time in Indian history, which is first tribal women president of this country. So that trust has given massive vote to Prime Minister Modi, and in 2019 they came into the power. The Dalit president they had been given. So that chance has been taken by BJP and Modi. So now the chance is come to the Congress and the Indian alliance. If they want to do politics in long term, if they want to do politics for change, if they want to do justice, which has been denied historically, systematically for the masses of this country, then they have definitely a chance to propose someone from coming Dalit or tribal background to become Prime Minister. Kharge ji is, I would say, the best candidate where after election, I would say Congress or the India Alliance, they should have come into a consensus where they could have proposed the Prime Minister candidate as a Kharge. The mood of this country would have been different, but they missed that chance. I would suggest them that if they want to win this election, they have 4 and 5 phases more in this country. They should start projecting Kharge as a Prime Minister. They will see a massive change in the mood of politics. They will change a massive shift in the vote bank of Indian National Congress, and the politics of 2024 after 4th June is going to be different from current regime or the previous regime.
Friends, we have a very good discussion that how at times when the manifesto should have been honestly debated, discussions should have led to inclusion of more agenda and issues of the common people through the discussion of the Congress manifesto or BJP manifesto, but unfortunately we see that the Prime Minister himself has denigrated, condemned the most progressive manifesto made by the Congress for the first time after a very long time, as the political analyst and teacher, professor of political science suggests. This is the clear reason we have understood that why Congress manifesto has come under attack. If you like my channel, I will request all of you to please subscribe it, like it and share it. And I will put my sincere effort to bring all issues which are closely important and relevant to the people of this country, to the masses of this country. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chandra Sen. Thank you very much. Thank you.